Welcome back for another video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let's jump right into it. In this video, we're going to backtest the previous week of SPX500 from Monday, May 12th through Friday, May the 16th. So we're just going to do this to kind of reflect on the previous week and then to prepare for the upcoming trading weeks to call my trades out in the Market Mentors Discord community. So if you guys want to see my live analysis, the new positions I'm taking, now winning trades, just interact with me or the other mentors and see what resources we have to offer. And then feel free to join the link in the description, and I'll see you guys there. And just getting back to it, so we're just going to backtest this previous week, and I'm just going to follow these steps right here. So we're just going to identify structure on the 15-minute time frame, then go and wait for the pro trend reversal of that structure to make sure the price is matching the 15-minute structure, and then taking a continuation of the AMD model with the accumulation, manipulation, and distribution of it. So ideally, we're just waiting for price to match on the M15 and M1, and then I'm just looking at taking the first 3 trades I'm seeing during New York session. So we're going to break this video up into 2 parts. I'm going to, in the first part, probably do Monday and Tuesday just for time's sake, actually go through and analyze the full process of me going through and analyzing, marking up these trades. Then probably for Wednesday and Thursday, I'll probably go ahead and mark the trades up beforehand and then go over why I marked up those trades in that actual video. So it'll just be a quicker video, hopefully. So we can just go ahead and rewind back to Monday. And looking at Monday, it's a lot of bullish structure from the weekend. It was because the China trade deals news was happening. So you see a bullish push at market open and a bullish push at London session open. So at this point, I'm looking at continuing bullish momentum until I would say this point here, this leg here gets broken. Just because it's based off a bullish structure, seeing a high, higher low, then you're seeing a higher high, and then you have all this internal structure here. So until this is broken, looking at taking a buy continuation. And you see it gets a nice wick reversal here, or wick rejection here. So ideally, we're looking at price to match on the M1 and M15. So we're looking at if we can get a reversal and then taking continuation. So here we're seeing a reversal here. Then we're just looking for basically an AMD model continuation. So it's still bearish right now, looking for it to go bullish. Still bullish. It's looking like it can go bearish here, but if for sure we'll go bearish, bullish eventually. What we could say is here's a continuation here. We've seen that it's transitioned fully from bear structure to bullish structure. There's a liquidity sweep here of all of this structure, and it's breaking to the upside and distributing. So with this, we really could put our stop loss in 2 places. We could put our stop loss here because it sweeps liquidity here as well. So you could say this is your move, or you could say this whole range is your moves. You can put your stop loss here, or you can put your stop loss here. Just mark up both of those. But I'm only counting this as one move. So you could say this is your trade here, or this larger one. I preferably would always go for the smaller range trade just because I know it has less room to take profit. The large one. So this is the smaller trade. It's already hit take profit here, so that'd be an easy win to mark up and get to, but barely any drawdown. Kind of went straight to take profit after like 3 or so minutes. But we can look at this larger one and see how that played out as well. Probably do fib expansion and just check out where it would be at. So you probably just go for like 2R there. Not too much there. We can let this one play out, but I ideally would have just taken this one just because of how much smaller it is in this huge range. And you've already seen its transition from bearish structure to switching to bullish with this other kind of reversal here. And it's just kind of the second leg of this push. So seeing it go up and then hits take profit. And we'll see how this plays out with the bigger range trade. And it's still valid to look for another continuation here. So maybe we could have taken one here, but let's just see how this plays out. Because it still would have been like the second or third leg of this push, so no continuations in this area so far. Maybe we can take a continuation here if you want to count an entry here for this imbalance. And maybe we can just say entries up there. Let's see how it plays out. And it's getting close to the end of the day, so yeah, this one would have been a loss, and this one would have been a win. So either way, I mean, I'm just going to count this as one win just because I would have taken either one of these, preferably the small one, so we'd say that's one win. And we'll say this one would be one loss for that week, or that day, I should say. And it's looking like we didn't really get too many more continuations. This is also the third leg here. So after this reversal, we get the second leg break. We can say here. This is the second leg reversal, second leg. And this will be the third leg, so I'm not looking for too many more continuations right in this area from this trade. So this one would have been a valid loss, and then it was pushed up for this larger range trade. So that would have been 1 of 1 for the day, and that would have been pretty much it for me. I've only been trading New York session this past 2 weeks, so I'm not looking at anything during the Asian session or London session for now. So then moving on to Tuesday, we did high impact news at 8:30, and we're seeing it's basically kind of continuing bullish after once the news drops, kind of a big wick, but it's still bullish. So it's taking out this structure kind of, and I wouldn't want to look for sells until this area right here is broken, or this low is broken here. And we're seeing it's kind of confirming bullish right around market open at 9:30. So at this point, we're just looking for a buy continuation. So let's see what we can get. Okay, this would have been really soon during market open, or right after market open. Would have looked at a trade right here, just because you're seeing all this accumulation. Distributes to the downside right at the 9:30 open, breaks to the upside and distributes, leaves us imbalance, and then comes back right to it. And looking at that, I can just do a fib expansion TP here. Go for 4 standard deviations, let it play out. And that would have been a win, really quick win, barely in a drawdown. It's a solid move. So at this point, still, of course, continuing bullish, so we're just looking for buy continuations all throughout this. We can see how it looks on a 15-minute really quick. It's basically just a push up. And we're getting a slight pullback, so let's see if we can get the reversal, then take a continuation from this. So at this point, it's technically still bullish just because it hasn't broken this low. It's just kind of between this range and the 1 minute. So at this point, we can still take a continuation from this. So looking at it, it looks like we just got that with this sweep of liquidity here. Then we got a distribution to the upside. Left this little imbalance here so we can enter in here. Set our stop loss below this low. Then use a standard or fib expansion for the standard deviations to take profit. So we're looking at that there. And at this point, we're kind of using the 9:30 open as the reversal, but it's really just all these are just continuations of the bullish structure that we are currently having. And looking at this, looks like it's another opportunity for another continuation here, just with how all this accumulated and has a 1 or 2 wicks below these lows. Then it breaks to the upside finally, and then it has a pretty clean bullish candle push. Then we have an imbalance there to enter in at. Then we can see here we have our stop loss below there, and then we can put our take profit right around the same area as the first trade take profit. And at this point, I only do 3 trades in a day, which I have notified right there. So this will be my last trade of the day, regardless of if it won or not. So let's just see how these play out. And so we got a big push towards the PM session. They both did take profit. You can see both did take profit. So those have been 3 wins for that day. And that'll probably be it for this video. I'll probably just wrap it up here because I don't want this video to be too long. So what I'll just do is I will mark up Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday's trades. But the trades are already there for you to see. But I'll just kind of talk through the reasoning, explain why, with these steps, why I took each trade. Just so this video isn't too long and we can just get through the whole week in a good manner time. So I'll see you guys next video. Check out part 2. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out more channel or content on the channel. I'll see you guys there.